Happy New Year. I know
Happy
it's like
New Year.
middle of Feb, but we're here now.
We made it. We made it.
How are you?
Welcome. Hey, what's up? This is Deeply Madly Modern. I'm Kelly. Welcome. This is a very special episode of Home Decor Homies. We have with us the one and only Kudzi. We're going to talk all things fragrance, candles, home fragrance, perfume, all the things that smell good. So if you're into things that smell good, this is for you. Kudzi.
Hello.
I'm so excited that you're here.
Thank you for having me.
I'm excited about all the things that you're doing. You know, we have interest, all of us, and it's really great when we turn our interest into something we can share with the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So wait, how did we meet?
We met in 2020, just before the world shut down.
Yeah.
Actually.
Wait, 2019 was it?
It was
It was when I first moved here. No, it was 2020.
It was 2020. I remember like it was yesterday. It was in February 2020.
Yes, it was.
Just before the world shut down at an event for creators. I work in the tech world. And I was really surprised you came because you're a big deal. And I was just shooting my shot with the invites, you know?
No. You're a big deal. And I was excited to come. I was excited for the invite.
It was fun. It was fun.
It was a good time.
Yeah. And then we just stayed in touch over those years.
Yeah.
I love following everything you do on the internet.
Thank
it's just
you.
very chic-a-leak. In that time, I've kind of ventured into this world of fragrance, which has been very fun.
Yes. So, Sir Candleman.
Yeah.
Is that or Sir Candleman or Sir Candleman?
Sir Candleman.
I didn't know if it was kind of like a play off of a last name or something, but I am obsessed with this realm, okay, because I don't know a lot about it, but I'm very interested. And so tell me how you got into fragrance, how you got into wanting to even share your thoughts on fragrance and specifically candles.
Absolutely. I've always loved fragrance, but not in this way. So growing up, I was originally born in Zimbabwe. I grew up in South Africa. My mother was a florist growing up. So I was always around like floral smells. And then my aunt, my mother's sister, used to work in a department store. So she'd bring us back some of the samples. So I had this like toe into fragrance and all the fragrances I couldn't afford. So I always loved it, but I wasn't obsessed. And then a few years ago, 2018, how long ago was that? That's like
13 years. I'm just kidding.
No, six.
It feels like 100 years ago.
Yeah, 6 years ago. That's just crazy. I was in Paris to see Beyonce, on the run to Jay-Z. I was shopping with some friends, and I hate group shopping, and I tell the story a lot. I hate shopping with people because I'm a fast, decisive shopper. I don't like waiting on people trying on clothes. So they were annoying me, so I was like started to venture around Galerie Lafayette, and I came across this Francis Kirk gin like stand. The sales associate was like, just smell the candles. I think you'll love them. I was like, no, I'm good. He's like, just smell the candles. So I smelled the candles. I discovered this one candle called Or 17, which is basically an ode to Francis Kirk gin's home. And in the minute I smelled it, I could like see this like story come to life.
Okay.
So like to me, scents are like stories or
Yes.
scenes, if you will, with pictures, moments. And I was just like captured. So I bought it. It was a $90 candle. That's a lot, no?
It is.
For wax, but I got it and then I came back home and then I forgot about it. And then a few months later, I was like clearing my space and I found the candle and it just took me back to Paris. That was like my reason to share. I created Sir Candleman. I didn't really think about the username. I just like made him up.
I love this.
Or he came to me, who knows?
This is so fabulous because obviously our olfactory sense is our biggest sense tied to memory that I know. And the thought of you smelling a candle in Paris, having this like transcendent moment, and then being home and smelling the candle and it taking you right back to there and wanting to share that is so incredible. Okay. You brought a lot. I said bring a candle or two. I'm kidding. I said bring all the candles, and you really came through. And there's some fragrances. I'm very excited about this.
Yes.
Where should we start?
A candle that made me love candles even more. So
Yes.
there's a brand called LAFCO that I did a collab with.
Yes, I love LAFCO.
This is for de bois, which means firewood. And it's almost like a church.
Yes. Wait. It's giving. Okay. So our memory tied to our noses. For me, it's immediate campfire. I almost can see like the cabins my family used to stay at. Like we did a lot of camp. This is so
It's almost like a sweet fire. So everything is made out of like soy wax, and it's really great perfumery. and
I
he
would
was
have
gonna
never
capture.
thought that. If you said those words to me, I wouldn't have thought I would have such a delightful reaction to this scent.
Favorite. It's my favorite.
Like, this makes me want red wine
Yeah.
and, yes, tobacco, which
so
we don't
good.
do anymore. Were you always kind of thinking that you wanted your home to smell a certain way? Is fragrance just for home, your interest, or you're into also like perfumes and colognes? Like,
Yeah.
how did that all
I'm
sort
into
of play
all
out?
fragrance now, home and fine fragrance. It was interesting. Growing up, I always cared about what I smelled like. You know how some boys just don't care?
Yeah.
I was like the non-boyish boy. I was
Yeah.
like,
I want to smell
what's
good.
new? Get me good stuff to my aunt. Can you pass me like half a tester that they're gonna throw away?
Yeah.
But I never really thought about home too much until I got my first apartment here in LA in 2016.
Okay.
And
What kind of candles were you buying then?
I was in my home goods era. I love
Okay.
home goods.
Yeah.
I love a good home goods
Listen,
straw.
they have great stuff.
Oh my God, I love home goods. And there was just like some random tobacco whiskey candle, like this very standard type scent.
So tobacco is one of my favorite scents.
Yeah.
It is so like calming. Is that a thing?
It is, yeah.
It's so calming, and I don't like overly like fruity, I guess what people would call traditionally feminine scents. I like them to just have a little bit more weight. If they are airy, I still don't want it to be fruity, citrusy. I love citrus, and I think I like that more in a candle, but to wear,
yeah.
that's something that's going to follow me around. I definitely love a good tobacco
Yeah, like smoky.
base. Yeah.
Yeah. I love fruit now. I never did.
Okay.
I have moments where I just want to smell like really juicy today. Okay, so I know you said you don't like sweet. Okay.
I'm open. And I think I haven't had like enough of a refined sweet. First of all, this vessel's beautiful.
So nice.
That's not overly sweet for me.
Okay. It's like raspberry-esque. It's called For Your Love.
Very clean.
Yeah.
For me, it's more clean soap, happy shower feeling than
Like
like.
really nice body wash. Yeah. So this brand, Mise en Scène, which I love, which I wear a lot of fragrances from. I have one here.
Okay.
This is what I wear if I want compliments from people.
This is your compliment fragrance. Compliments here.
It is.
That smells good.
Yeah. If I know that I'm gonna give them a little something today.
Yeah.
I do that.
Yeah. No, that's yeah. You can hug up on that.
Yeah. So if I want a compliment, I said I'll wear this.
Yes.
But I'll also do this, which is like
The bottle alone is giving me everything I
yeah.
need to be given.
from Oman. It's like a juicy pear. I know you don't like juicy fruit, but every time I wear that, everyone's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Don't worry about
Smells
it."
good. So maybe I do like fruity things and I've just experienced them incorrectly. Because these don't do that thing where they're like saccharine. They're like
Yeah, no, that's the word.
saturated.
Yeah, where you're just like, get off of me.
There's so many layers to this. I feel like I
Hazelnut
could,
too.
yes, this
Yeah,
is something I think that I could wear, especially at night.
Yeah. So sometimes I'll do a little bit of this, and then I'll mix it with this, which is I don't think they go.
Okay, so layering fragrances is very new concept to me. I did not know people were wearing multiple perfumes until, seeing them on the interwebs.
Yeah, they do. They
Do you do
I think
that?
I do. People used to layer from like body wash to like lotion scent and then like perfume. And then
But now they're layering perfumes.
Yeah, I do. If I want like a interesting combo, because sometimes I'll have like a very crisp thing and I'm gonna add like a layer, but I don't layer like
How do you
complex and
know? I would
complex.
never know what to layer together. I don't even know how you even begin to.
I kind of just think of it as like a recipe. I feel like it's like intuitive cooking.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's a fail for me.
It's called Ganymede. It's supposed to smell. To me, it smells like a leather handbag and like metal.
I really like this.
Yeah, it's very chic.
Yeah, this I feel like I could wear daily. Like this could be a daily fragrance
I
for
wear
me.
this daily. Anytime I wear this, everyone's like, "You smell so good." You actually smell very expensive when you
Yeah.
wear this.
Can I have a spray? I feel like I want to smell like
Yeah,
this.
it's so good.
It's so.
So good.
I love this.
It's so good.
I'm like, that's the one I want. I want to smell
Yeah,
like
you should
this.
buy that. He put me on. He's like, because he's like, any real perfume lover needs this in their collection. I'm like, okay.
Well, at least we know I have good taste.
Yeah, you
I
do.
can't burn a candle properly, but you know.
But you know the good stuff.
Yeah. Was there any process where you were developing your nose, so to speak, where you're smelling things, or was this like a super innate thing? Like you had a really good nose, you could identify what you're smelling naturally, or was there like a learning process where you're reading books? Like, how did you get educated?
It's a combo. Most master perfumers. So basically, a candle like this one, which she has destroyed, terrible. But we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in a little bit because it's stressing me out
I
just
deserve
looking
this.
at it.
Like, you walk in and you walk to my desk and you go, "We need to talk about this." And of course, I'm like, "Oh, you want to talk about my Aqua de Parma? I love this scent. It's on my desk." And he's like, and I go,
How did we get here?
"How do we get here?"
But I can give you some tips to fix it. Most fragrances for big brands or established or even emerging brands are made by fragrance houses. So they make the actual fragrance oil. There's a bunch in the world. They're amazing. And all of the people who make that, there's a number of people. There's product development, there's all the chemists, but there's perfumers who are kind of like they're like the director of the film.
Okay.
You basically like Aqua de Palma will write a brief. They want to do a scent that reminds them of having an aperitif in a terrace. I guess that's what aperitivo in terrazza probably means. And they'll write a story about it. They'll get it in like a creative brief. The perfumer will deconstruct it and create a scent. They'll make the juice. Those perfumers go to school to learn perfume and fragrance. All of that is to say, like, no one is like innate fragrance person, even the greats. It's like one of those senses that you have to train. It's almost like a sommelier.
Yeah, developing your palate.
Exactly.
For sure.
So that means anyone can learn this, which is like really cool. So I learned by buying stuff and then trying different things. So if I'm not going to the office or around people, I try to wear like a new fragrance every day. I have so many samples of like things because that's the way you like train the nose to like understand it. Some days I hate it because then you wear things that you're just like, this is like not for me.
Yeah.
But then you like lock that in your memory. When you smell it again, then you know it. And then I do read a lot about fragrance. So all the fragrance houses have great like education. But there's this publication called Nez, N-E-Z, like nose in French, I assume. And that's like, it's like teaches you like the history about fragrance, the trends that are happening. So just try to stay up to date.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's like new. I feel like a newbie. I feel like I'm just like.
But it's so good because you can have a passion or something that you're interested in. I like the idea of like getting to know someone through their hobbies, right? I'm a fashion girly or whatever, or I've established myself on the internet in this particular way. And then, of course, you know, when you care about style, it generally transcends throughout spaces in your life. But when I started my Decor account, people were like, "What?" Or like very, "Okay, I want to see this new journey." It's just a nuance of like where we have all this interest and information that we can learn, and that you shouldn't wait to be a perfect expert to start something. And so I really love that sort of position where you have general information and a good eye and a good understanding, but you're learning as you go. And that is just like something that I find very like encouraging and I don't know, sort of optimistic. Like it's one of those things where we should constantly be learning as adults. We should constantly be like exploring our interest. And they don't always have to turn into like an IG account or a job or even a fabulous book. Can we see the book?
Yes, he's a published author too.
Yes, he is. Let it burn. So you can do all of this.
No, you really can. It boggles my mind though, because I feel like there's me, and then there's Sir Candleman. He's almost like the Gaga to the Stephanie. And I kind of let him truly like burn bright. I feel like I'm on his journey.
Yes.
So I don't like judge it. So I'm okay learning in public, like you're saying. Like I'm like, we're learning together.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying the things with you.
I like people to know that they can do it too. And that these steps that we take in our lives are not just like perfect, but the reason that you arrive to being Sir Candleman is because you tried, because you just did
I would say
it.
like the doing is the only part that matters.
The doing.
Yeah, just like
The doing.
Just do it. So because I loved all their candles. I did a collab with them last year. This is the candle. It's called Heart of the Matter.
Beautiful.
This is for you.
Thank you.
Let's keep this one.
So excited.
Limited edition. So, but this is what it smells like. I wanted to create the
that smells so
best vanilla fragrance, meaning
It smells so
it's
good.
real vanilla absolute, which is not like fake vanilla, which is 99% of vanilla.
It's subtle.
Airy.
Yes.
Airy. I wanted like
A
whipped
little bit
vanilla.
sweet.
Yeah.
And
And it has like a wood, and it has a touch of cocoa and a little bit of like amber.
I would like this in my bedroom because I feel like this is something that I'm very sensitive to smells, and like where they are. I don't know why that matters. You would know better if that's even a thing or if that's just some like, neurodivergent situation. But I feel relaxing and not overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like if I'm about to go to sleep and I keep smelling a thing,
Yeah.
that would bother me.
Yeah.
And this is like very nice.
It's so good.
Go off.
No, I feel like it's 5-star rated. It's good. I feel like I did well.
Yes.
I think you might love the look of this.
Yes,
This is
Jonathan Adler.
Fornasetti. No, it's
Oh, no,
Fornasetti.
Fornasetti.
Yeah, it's from Italy.
Oh.
And I know you love
Yes.
Italian decor.
Gorgeous. Why did I think this was Adler? Because I think the snake.
Yeah, the snake.
But
is
I knew
very
that it
J.
was
Adler.
familiar, but I knew this and I got it wrong. It's okay to get things wrong.
It is. It is.
Very nice.
Very nice. Guess how much that is?
100? 12? Oh, 300?
Yeah. Is that not wild?
No.
No?
No, I like it.
She's like, I actually love it even more.
Well, you have the fragrance and you're going to have this whole experience.
Yeah.
This is gorgeous.
You'll keep this forever. You can
For
just,
literally
yeah, it's
ever.
like decor.
It also matches, so, check your bags when you leave because it definitely goes
Like
with
one
my
of
space.
This is black owned. This is Harlem Candle Company.
Absolutely. I think I've
this-
seen them online.
Yeah, they're really cool. So they have the normal glass
Very
vessels,
nice.
and they do a ceramic one like this. I did chip this one, which is my fault.
It happens.
It happens. I love that.
Beautiful.
Gorge. Two more really pretty things that I love is this.
I literally have to close my eyes to smell properly. That's so funny. Yeah, that's really nice. Very subtle. Oh, that's very chic.
It's
I
very
didn't even see
chic.
that.
It's
That's
very
very
chic.
chic.
It's this brand called Orme from Paris. It's like
Yes.
newish brand, and they make the most gorgeous vessels, and it's refillable. So you can buy just this if you want to keep this.
Yes,
And, like,
we
put it
love.
in. But I think even this is like very chic.
It is.
So I'm like, some people may just buy this.
Yeah. No, I need the whole vessel because like that is beautiful.
They make a great number of fragrances that are natural ingredients,
Mm-hmm.
no synthetics. This is like a tuberose scent. I know you don't like florals, but it's like a very natural tuberose. It's like,
That's actually super pretty.
Yeah.
This is your wedding day.
right.
That's what it reminds me
Yeah,
of.
it's gorgeous. He described it as, the perfumer, one of the owners, quintessential Parisian woman. It's called Tableau Parisien. Gorge.
Beautiful.
It's like so elegant. It's gorge. And
Probably
then
too elegant for me.
She's
I'm a
like-
little grimy.
you gotta like
I'm
try
like,
stuff.
I love the dirt. Can I get some tobacco? Give me something from the ground.
You gotta try stuff. And then the last, like, really pretty. I love this candle. It's one of my most burned candles from last year.
Okay.
This is a Trudon candle.
Love the coloring.
Love the color. I want to know what. I don't know if you'll love this, but I want to know what you think it smells like.
Okay. Smells like, hold on, it's very specific. Grass? No.
Could be. Kind of. Yeah, close.
It's giving me green. It's giving me,
Yeah, it's that like mossy,
Yes.
like dirty. It's like a fungi. So Trudon did a collab with Margaret saying it's like a tea master, like this tea master that does all these like fermented tea.
yes, tea would be,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I love it, and it's like so gorge.
Yeah. And burned well, properly. Look at the evenness in that. Some of us have,
It's very different to what's
some of us have some things to learn.
But again, we all start somewhere. We
We
can all be
do.
better people.
We do, and we are learning and evolving.
You mentioned tobacco. What else do you like? Well, you
Okay.
mentioned tobacco smell. What do you like in your home?
I do. I love tobacco in my home. I love tobacco on people. I didn't really know that until a friend of mine was covering up cigarette smoking with a tobacco perfume, which I thought was
Genius.
what an evil genius. And I was like, I love this scent. So a couple years ago in Paris, had a similar situation. Well, the first time I was doing because I used to do PR and I was doing like influencer trip and I was planning like these activities and we did scent making in Paris and it was so much fun. And so then I ended up doing that again. The first time I felt like I was kind of just having the fun of the moment and I don't know that I was retaining things.
Right.
And then the second time I did it with my sister and my two cousins. My sister, like you, loves fragrance, studies fragrance. She's a scientist. She is creating candles and in the kitchen and all that. So because she was being so studious and paying attention, it sort of rubbed off on me. And I was like paying attention to, your base note, your mid notes and your top notes and all of that. And so there I discovered I did like some citrus.
Yeah.
It was just the placement of it. I really enjoy grapefruit
Yeah, I love
in
grapefruit
that
scent.
realm. bergamot and oud.
Yeah, all good.
Love oud type scents.
Okay, amazing.
So yeah, I have a couple. I was peeking at your stash,
Yeah.
and there's a couple things that I'm familiar with, but many, many, many that I am not. And then the thing is, like with this journey,
Oh my gosh.
I can get candles sometimes, like as gifts, especially in PR, and like I love this one by my desk because it is sort of uplifting, and all of my thoughts around scent are very esoteric, so I don't even know if they communicate well, but it's sort of optimistic,
Yeah, it doesn't feel very like
uplifting,
bright.
yes,
Energizing.
yes,
Yeah.
and so this one is near my desk.
It does feel like an aperitif cocktail, no?
Yeah,
That's exactly that.
it's summery. I don't know, it's happy.
Yeah, it's very spritz.
Yeah.
That you might love too. I got that in Mexico. So this brand called Chenu, and they make all natural things.
And now, okay, you're talking about travel. Absolutely thinking about when you travel and people sort of get their souvenirs and are getting their things. I always say, hit every flea market possible or vintagey place because you can bring home a small little something, a little piece of art, a little vessel, but a candle. Also, perfect bring home thing, but it's not a tchotchke that you're never going to use. You don't need the name of the place you were, you remember, but a beautiful, actual, very chic way to celebrate your trip.
Yeah.
I wasn't really thinking about candles as like a
it's
take
cool.
home.
Yeah, especially if you find like local perfumery from the
Yeah.
place. Like, it's like a really cool natural. It's like this vessel is
love
gorgeous.
this vessel.
I'll always remember
Yeah.
Mexico. I got it at my friend's wedding, and I was just like shopping around. You mentioned you like oud,
Yes.
tobacco. This
Yes.
is the hottest new oud tobacco. It's called Lust by Chris
Okay.
Collins. Black man. Remember that really gorgeous black man in the Ralph Lauren ads?
Yes.
It's him.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
It just came out like this week,
Here,
like or 2
spray
weeks
us
ago.
up. It's tobacco and like, do I smell chocolate?
Yeah, there's chocolate, hazelnut, tobacco, a little bit of booze, oud, musk, and I think violet or like a really elegant floral right
Yeah,
at the top.
very, very pretty.
Right? Is that
Yeah.
not gorgeous? And then, okay, this is what I've been into lately. This might be a bit saccharine. I got this in Saint Paul Vence, which is like in the south of France, like near Grasse, where like basically the home of perfumery. And it's been described. Actually, I want to know what you think.
Okay. I love this
It's
guessing
like
game.
very fragrance, like person.
It's not saccharine. It's familiar almost. What do I know? What in my life smells like this?
It's been described as like a rose petal dipped in powdered sugar by some people.
Yes. I'm like, okay, so rose. That's what I'm smelling.
Yeah. I love it.
I
it.
really like that.
It's like very chic. It's like
We are really
deep
see.
niche.
The thing is, you have to try things, folks, because guess what? I said, plain out, I don't like sweet fragrances, but like 4 of them, I'm very like I could wear this. I love this one.
really nice.
This is my second favorite. First favorite is the one that I
Okay,
sprayed.
so you like deep niche chic. This is what I'm getting.
What, me? Deep niche chic?
Yeah, it's giving
That's-
very much
My
like
Taurus rising.
best of the best.
Yeah, my Taurus rising is like, well, yes, obviously.
Quick tips. Okay, so this is the 4 things you need to do. This is real fast because the videos exist. So first thing you want to do, this is not the issue here, is always trim your wick to a 1/4 inch or like a little longer depending on the size of the vessel so that you don't get a really big flame or a hot flame. 1, it may create like smoke and soot around the candle, and then 2, if it's too hot, it doesn't burn like the fragrance correctly. So just like trim the wick,
Okay.
especially after every burn.
So how did I do this?
This happens, this is called candle tunneling, as you can see, it's like a little tunnel in there.
Okay.
So this happens when you don't burn the candle long enough for the first time and like every time. So every time you light a candle, you actually want to burn it long enough so that it melts all the way to the edge. If it doesn't, what you did is you burned it out when it had just stopped there. So it creates what they call candle memory. And then when you burn it again, it just like burns in. So you're basically wasting all of this wax on the side. You're basically not getting the juice. But you can fix it.
How?
You can fix it. There's the more janky way, and there's the chic way. The janky way, you can like light it, put some aluminum foil around it, and create this kind of like heat oven thing. Then it'll just like melt the sides.
Okay.
Some people use a blowtorch, which I think is a little dangerous. Or you can get a candle lamp warmer, which is basically a lamp that like heats the candle, so it just will all melt down.
Okay.
Throw a little out, and you're good.
I want to know, do you have a rec for a candle warmer? Is there
I have one that I love. I bought 2 of them. It's in my Amazon storefront.
We'll go find some cute ones and we'll share them in the
Yeah, I was thinking maybe I should do like a candlelight warmer range, something really chic and really limited edition. And then you don't want to place your candle next to like a draft, like a window, because it'll make your flame like burn to the side, which will cause uneven burning and also soot the vessel. And then lastly, you don't want to like keep your candles for too long. Some people like to buy candles, but they don't want to burn them because they're expensive. But your fragrance actually evaporates, so you're left with like a not strong candle, which
I'm
is
very
not helpful.
guilty of this. I'm very guilty of, and it's not that I don't want to burn them. It's like I don't remember.
Right.
And I'm getting better at it. I have that one that I have lit, which we'll talk about because I've gone too far.
Yeah. It's a wrap for
So
that.
I thought that it makes sense to like, don't waste your candle, burn it through. But there's like this much wax left. And Kudzi was immediately like, girl.
I think it's done. I made a post. It's time to let it go.
It's over. Let
you
it
need
go.
to allow new blessings into your life. You can't do it if you're holding on so tightly to the past.
I listen. I'm very guilty of throwing away a thing too quickly. So I was trying to sort of combat my impulse to just chuck something. So I thought, okay, be good, use your candle, but there is a limit.
Yeah, there's
so
a point.
Is it like an inch, 2 inches? Like how low
It's
do
about
we
an
burn
inch.
it?
I think once you start truly the end is like when the flame just self-extinguishes because there's just like nothing else to like feed the wick and burn. So it could be like less than an inch, depends on the candle vessel. But also when you start getting just like soot on the vessel because just like this flame is just like emitting like just like smoke from the wick. So you don't want that.
Okay.
Yeah. This is one of my kind of most burned. I just think about this candle a lot. I've never smelled anything that smells like this.
Okay.
What does it smell like to you?
Wait, I was literally not expecting whatever this is. Hold on. Okay, I gotta really concentrate. What is this? Rice?
It's rice. It's rice and like jasmine and like a skin musk. It's supposed to feel like home.
Someone, do you see this? The educator, but also the quick study.
Yeah, you got
like
it.
I'm really getting this.
Is that not so
It's
amazing?
literally rice, but like in a delicious way.
Exactly. I think about this all the time. They're cool. Women-owned
Yes.
brand. Came out like, I think 2 years ago. It was like really cool.
This was so fun.
I'm glad you
So educational. I feel like now I want to go fragrance shopping with you. I do fear that because you are quick and decisive, you might just leave me and be like, Kelly, I will.
No, there's still more for me to smell, so I'll be fine.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
Can we have a fragrance date? Because I really would like to
We should.
get some. I think I'm going to take some pictures of those so I can remember. This was so much fun.
Thank you for having me. This is so
Definitely buy Kudzi's book, Let It Burn. You too can have this kind of fun. Discovering fragrance, discovering perfume, and candles, of course. Burn them properly. Don't be like me, with this tunnel of whatever. Do you see these perfect burns? I aspire. I really appreciate you.
This is also the quality of this. So if you want, LAFCO makes great candles.
Yeah. So you don't think I could like tunnel that guy or do?
I think it's hard
Okay.
to tunnel this.
Yeah. Do the damage that I've done in the past. My former self. We're on to new things now. We're new. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Follow Kudzi online, Sir Candleman, Instagram, TikTok, and all the other places.
And Facebook, which I know is random because people love candles on Facebook.
Absolutely.
This was like a big revelation to me.
Yes. And you can, of course, follow me. It's the Deeply Madly Modern sphere, okay, all over the world. But anyway, thank you for watching. Love you, mean it. Bye.
Thank you so much.